Guys, look at these birds up here. You can definitely tell they're migrating. I've got probably 100 birds up in these trees. They must have known that I was shooting a video. They all came to watch. They must be subscribers. If you would, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and keep coming back for more. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. John here. Today we're going to take and rip down some plywood. First thing we're going to do, of course, is pull out Mahindra Max, so we got a little bit more room to work. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you would, give me a good thumbs up, and also make sure you subscribe. That way you ring the bell, you'll keep getting notifications. And again, thanks for watching. Start up Mahindra Max, pull her out of the garage. So hopefully the line of sight works here. This will be a different angle for you viewers. So all we're going to do is we're going to warm up the glow plugs, fire up Mahindra Max, pull her out, and then we'll pull out some tools. I don't think a Kubota could do that. So what you guys don't usually see on camera is me turning the backhoe around. Always got to stop, do that. That was full idle. So we're going to blow this joker off. Make sure that's turned off. Not on the stop position. Flip or choke up. You guys can hear me over the blower. That thing's pretty loud. Probably going to ruin the speakers. It's supposed to be 90 decibels, but oh my goodness, it's loud. So another good test for the microphones here. Went off my work area. Man, that thing's loud. We'll see how that turns out when we go back and we edit the volume of the sound on this. Let's roll these out here. So we've got a good workspace for our tools. So if you ever buy a tape measure, I highly recommend buying a Stanley lever lock. It's great because you pull it up, read the numbers, retract it, push it in. Next thing we're going to do is pull out our table saw here. Set up our table saw here. So here's how easy the table saw opens. Click, click, use your foot, bam, lock, foot, lock, and all you do, tilt it back towards you, and then you pull it up. Now you're ready to go cut wood. It's that easy. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put up our sawhorses that we did in another review. This one says close first, this one says open first. So all we're going to do, come over here where it says open first, push that in, flip the legs, pull the legs apart a bit, pop these loose, slide those all the way down, slide that one all the way down. Try not to pinch your hand. Extend that up. And do the other side same way. Open that up, spread those apart, put it down. The great thing about those legs, they're self-leveling. So with that being said, I'm actually going to reposition our saw here. A little bit more out of the way. And we're going to need an outfeed table when we cut our plywood. Now, I know I'm a DeWalt guy, but this is a rigid outfeed table. Just pop these legs open. There we go. And we just kind of outfeed direction. Pull it over here next to our saw. Pull it up to where it's about the right height. Measure that off of our table saw. That way when we rip our boards, those should be on about the same plane with the concrete, where a piece of wood doesn't fall over on us. There we go. I'm actually going to take and set up our other sawhorse. So I'm going to pull out a new tool that you guys have not seen before. You might have seen it on other channels, but it's probably one of my favorite tools. Put that down, pull these out, back in, out, back in. One side down, do the other side. And as you can see, it's kind of banging around a little bit, but it'll be all right. So pull that leg down. I'm not going to need the 2x4 holder just yet. Push that one all the way down, that one all the way down. Lock them, spread them. Take them out, set it down, and it's rigid. Thanks for watching the channel. If you would, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and keep coming back for more. As you can see, the motto of this channel is start building your dreams. You guys get to see me live my dream. Thanks for joining the ride. But the true purpose of this channel is to motivate you to get out there and start building your dreams. With that being said, we're going to cut some plywood today. We got the sawhorse set up here. I'm going to show you another tool I've got tucked away in my toolbox. We're also going to use a table saw that we put the stand together for the other day. Hopefully, guys, if you haven't seen those videos, I'll put a link up in the top for a tag so you guys can click on the table saw video. If you want to see the sawhorse, I'll put a link up in the top so you can go watch that video. And then we're going to take and cut some wood today. Thanks for watching. Let's get started. All right. Now this is 1/2-inch plywood, so it's not the lightest stuff out there. And this is C grade, just for roofing. You know, you can use it for roofs, you can use it for subfloor. You're not going to use this for cabinet making. It's got a few knots in it and what have you. Over here in our toolbox, so first thing we're going to pull off out of our toolbox are what we need for today. Give you another little clue. Got our batteries. We're going to need those for this saw, and might as well break all these loose. Set this one off to the side. Might need that one a little bit later. This one's got a couple of drills in it. Might need that. Lower your handle is the tip on this box. And then really what we need out of here is the latest saw of the day and make sure we're still transmitting. So we're going to use two saws. I'm going to show you guys how you can cut plywood. One being the 7 1/4 inch circular saw by DeWalt. Now I was talking about the saw blade being on the left side the last time, but it's really not that bad. So this fence actually kicks back pretty easy. You can manhandle this saw. It's a hefty saw. It's got a rafter hook on it. Probably about my favorite saw. As you can see, it's a little dusty. It's been used a little bit. So that's that part. We're gonna go get some measurements. We're gonna write those down up here and we're gonna get started. All right guys, so we found this. What we're gonna do is we need to come up 72 inches. So I'm gonna cut down here near the saws. All right, hopefully you guys be able to see where we're at. So 72 inches, we're gonna throw a mark down here. Okay, 72, I'm using blue so you guys can see it. Put a little mark on this side. Come over here and mark the other side. Come down 72 inches. Right on the money. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut our length before we start ripping. 2 shelves puts us at almost a full sheet of plywood, except for this end down here, which we're not gonna use. And we'll lose a little bit with the saw. But we're gonna do our first cut to get rid of this part on this end first. All right, make sure we're not gonna hit any sawhorses. We're actually gonna slide this down. As you can see, that grip tape doesn't let you slide the plywood very easy. So what you can do is you can walk it down that way. All right, next thing we're gonna do, make sure we get a good straight cut. It's a Pittsburgh 50-inch straight edge. And so what you use this for when you're doing exactly what we're doing here. All right, there's your line. Then you can slide it up. Now what we need to do, now this does have a little bit of bow to it, which it's okay. So we're gonna come over here with our saw. I'm going to cut this side. We'll set up our saw over here. We'll take our measurement to our blade from the edge, which is 1.5 inches. So we'll go 73.5 for when we use our saw. So we marked it 73.5 inches. The shelf we need to replace is 72 inches. And it's a shelf, so it's not real tight tolerance. Come over this side, mark it 73.5. We're good there. All right, next thing we're gonna do, roll up our tape measure. Gotta love the lever lock. Bam. And we're gonna take this, we're gonna put it on our line that we wanna cut. All right, so we're lined up that side, lined up on this side, 73.5, and then we're just gonna lock it down. Now what we should see is when we put our zero line up here, and I'll make sure you guys can see this, the zero line is right here. So there's the zero line. To use our Flexvolt saw, all we're gonna do is pull out a battery. Doesn't matter which one, because we're only doing this one cut. This one is a 9 amp hour DeWalt Flexvolt battery. But either hold down the plywood or you can put some weight on it like I've got here. All right, put that down. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna start cutting. As you can see, if you drop your straight edge like that, it's not going to stay straight very long, but we can't recut it. It'll be okay. All right, so from there, just double check our measurement. Right at 72. Come over this side, make sure we're at 72. And we're at 72. All right. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here to our table saw, show you guys how to set up the table saw real quick. So as you can see here on the table saw, there is a mark. So here's our table saw. As we've seen before, there's a lever over here, lets you unwind it. All we're going to do is we're going to pop our fence off here. Well, I have to use 2 hands for a second. All right. Got our table saw up. We're gonna put our fence pieces down here. Come over here to our fence. Make sure it's locked on both sides. We're gonna lock it down. Come back to this side. Put it in, lock it down. Now, since we're going to be doing a off the table rip, take just this over. Okay. I'm gonna flip that down, let it hang in the lowest position, and it'll lock in. And that'll support our table while we're doing it. Now, I checked this the other day, and it will go all the way out to 24 inches. So the white mark will need to go 22. So we're gonna see how close it is. So we've got that. We're gonna double check our measurement here. Lift our blade up. And as you can see, we're right on the money, right at 22 inches. Okay? So we just went a little bit above the table. So we're just gonna make sure our blade is just a little bit more than half of an inch. All right, that'll be good. Angle set at 0, so we should have a good straight cut. Now, if you guys want to see how to use the safety, we'll do it the safe way. So we could cut the board like this if you're pressed for time. Now, my advice, take your battery out. We're gonna take, and we're gonna unlock this plate, pull the plate out. All right, next thing we're gonna do, is there's a part in here, you gotta turn counterclockwise, where those little arrows are. Push this in. Alright, we'll pull that out. Come over here on the side where our table is. So down here on the side is where that's stored. Then drop this in. Alright, or to get to lock in, all you do is you push this little clip over. Alright, it's in there, and then we're just going to tighten it down. Now, if you wanted to hook a vacuum up to this or dust collector, you could hook up an additional dust collector. On the back side of the saw over here are the paws. So you just take your paws loose, slide those out, and come over here and put your paws on. Alright, paws are on. Take our plate, slide it in, front to back, slide that in, make sure it's flush. Put our paws down, and all we're going to do is we're going to lock it down. Alright, so that's not going anywhere. So store our riving knife, we come back over here on the side, and that way it won't fall out or go anywhere. I'm going to put our battery in our saw. So once again, battery just goes in, slides in, put that down, hit the green button. Turn our saw on. Got it set at 22 inches. Make sure you stay clear of the fence. Line it up the best we can. Try to keep it against our fence. And push it right on through. So nice and slow. Carrying a caterpillar on the saw. We're cut. All right, so our first 22-inch piece is cut. Now we're ready to cut our second piece. Hit the green button. Let your lever down slow and easy. Line it up. Nice and easy next to a saw. All right, guys, that's all there is to it. So we cut our shelves now. So those will go back in the garage, and where all that wood is, you guys can't see off camera. I'll take everything down, put these up there, and that way I've got a little bit more storage. Thanks for watching. If you would, make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get the notifications, and keep coming back for more. Once again, the purpose of this channel is to motivate you to go out there and start building your dreams.